Often when I go to parties or have dinner with family members or friends, they always ask me the inevitable question, what do I do if I'm stopped? And my answer varies a little bit upon the fact scenario, but let me give you some general rules. First of all, you be cooperative. But if an officer stops you and they start to ask you to comply with certain field sobriety tests, remember those are optional, and I suggest you don't take them because I've never seen a person successfully complete those, no matter how sober they were. The second thing the officer may ask you to do is to take the preliminary alcohol screening device. That is a small breathalyzer that he carries in his car. That too is optional, and he should tell you that it's optional, while most officers still don't do that. I would suggest and advise you not to take that. They're going to arrest you no matter what you do, and you don't want to assist them in giving them evidence to use against you in a courtroom. Then the inevitable question comes from the person, should I take the blood test or the breath test? And I always tell them it really depends upon your fact scenario. If it turns out you just finished your drinks right before you got in the car, then your blood alcohol is probably on a rise and you want to do the quickest test possible. That would be the breath test. If you drank consistently, you kind of want to get to the point where you extend time. And to do that, you indicate that you want to take the breath test, and as they pull into the station, you tell them you change your mind, you want to preserve the evidence for your attorney, and you take the blood test. Typically, they're going to have to go to a hospital setting if they don't take blood draws at the police station. And when you get to the hospital, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that the other police officers out there have arrested a lot of people before you, and that all the people in line in order to get their blood results, and they can't skip you to the front of the line. And so what happens is, by the time you're moved up, your blood alcohol may have decreased to such a point that it's below 0.08. If you've been arrested for a DUI, and you've just gotten out of jail, you need to make the most important decision: who's going to represent you. Time is of the essence. Before charges are filed, a lot can be done to try and stop this. Please give me a call. It's a free consultation, and come see me.